What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at Mega Construx Probuilder Helicopter Rescue. This set has 746 pieces and retails for right around $60. I picked this set up at Amazon, and I think there were a few left if you guys want to try and get one there as well. So, moving right along to the set itself, it is one of the Probuilder sets. The last video I did for Mega Construx, I believe, was the helicopter, or not the helicopter, this is the helicopter, the Western train heist, which was a really cool set, so I have high hopes for the helicopter rescue. I've also got the Viking ship and the space rover, both really solid sets as well, so really excited about this one. So as you can see, you've got three figures with this set. You've got a helicopter pilot here, you've got a Coast Guard rescue dude, whatever, and of course this man that needs to be rescued, this hapless seagoer who finds himself in the middle of the ocean in a thunderstorm, which is very unfortunate. Checking out the back, you get a better look at some of these figures. The three figures in the set, you get the two pilots or two Coast Guard members. Of course, the seafarer, yeah. As well as some of the action features of the set. You do have a working winch to hold up or pull up this gurney here. You get a crate of supplies, and you also get this nice inflatable raft. It's not actually inflatable, but you know, you get the idea. You've got working landing gear for the helicopter. You have a opening rear storage area, and of course they show off that working winch one more time. On the bottom here you can see the other Probuilder sets, the Western train, the Viking longship, and of course the space rover. So very cool. I'm very excited about this set. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get it put together and check it out right now. Alright guys, so here we have the helicopter rescue all put together and ready to go. We're going to take a look at the micro figures first. This is a very large set, so I'm going to really do my best to avoid using shaky cam if possible. Of course, that may be an inevitable reality for us. So just, you know, consider yourselves warned ahead of time. But as you can see, it is a very nice, large set. So let's take a look at the micro figures first. And first up, we're going to take a look at, we'll say, our rescuee. So we do come with one fisherman in this set. He does have a life jacket of his own, which is cool. He's got a little fisherman's cap, which does come off to reveal the crazy T-head that these guys tend to have sometimes, or at least in more recent waves of figures. So he does have that feature. And you've got all the articulation you've come to know and love from these Mega Construx figures. So really nicely done. The jacket, of course, does come off, the life jacket rather, and he's just got a regular kind of gray button-down shirt underneath, and he looks very much like a surly fisherman, as you'd see on, say, like a box of fish sticks or something like that. So he may be like a crab fisherman or something cool like that. So yeah, but he needs rescue right now, so there he is. And next up we have our, I'm going to say EMT, I guess would be the best description for this. You guys can let me know if I'm getting the actual job titles wrong, but for now we'll just go with EMT. He looks like the emergency medical technician, the actual person with medical training that goes down and actually helps these guys in need of rescue. He's got a sweet flight helmet on, which is removable. You can see under there. He's got one little bit of a drooly eye. He does have a little bit of derp eyes going on, but it's not too bad. He also has a life jacket that is removable, and he's just got this really nice, you know, very bright orange and yellow suit with gloves, so he can, you know, brave the harsh waters and things like that. And he's got this this kind of black belt. I'm not entirely sure what this is, so I do hope you guys that know in the comments will let me know what this black belt represents. I don't know if it's just some sort of supply belt or something like that, but there seems to be like a big plate in the back, and I'm really not entirely sure what that's for. So you guys can let me know in the comments what that is all about. But for now, there is our EMT. Again, for lack of a better term. But definitely my favorite figure out of this set is our pilot. She's a super cool figure, really nicely sculpted, and might I say, I think I got, for the first time ever, like perfect face printing on that. Those eyes are just beautifully centered, no derp face whatsoever, really nice looking paint work, nice looking sculpt. We have a little ponytail in the back. We got this little symbol printed on the arm. And I don't think that's a real symbol. I think that's like a modified Mega Construx symbol, and I'm pretty sure of that, to be honest. It's made to represent like a Coast Guard logo or something like that, but well, it looks really good either way. I'm pretty sure it's a Mega Construx modified logo. Very nice all around, honestly. And she also comes with a helmet that does go right over her head and fits lovely, just like that. And it even fits over the ponytail, which is pretty cool. And I can very easily see this figure being reused as like an Amanda Ripley figure, or, you know, they could even get an Ellen Ripley figure out of this if they modified it a little bit, give it a new head maybe. So I'm just saying, you know, if we put this on, can anyone say she's in the pipe 5x5? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Mega Construx. You know, that's all I'm saying. So yeah, that is definitely my favorite figure out of this set, just because it's different. I got a really good paint job and sculpt work, which is always a plus. And I can see the potential in the mold for reuse. So really excited about that idea. But for now, let's take a look at some of the accessories with this set. So first up, we do get this sweet little raft. It's pretty cool. We have a little paddle in there as well, so you can get your little fisherman, and you can grab his little paddle. And his boat has capsized, unfortunately. He was fishing off the coast of Japan, and he came across a Godzilla that capsized his fishing boat, and that is a problem. So now he, the last survivor of his fishing trolley, or whatever you call it, his fishing boat, has to brave the waters and hope for rescue as he drifts further and further out to sea. But you can see it's a very nice little representation here. You've got a blue plate as the bottom of this. I'm not too terribly keen on that. I think maybe I would have preferred like a rounded plate or something like that without these harsh corners. But, you know, it's blue. It kind of looks like it's on the water, I guess, sort of, kind of. It just sticks out a little bit weird, in my opinion. But that's the slightest, that's the pickiest of nits. But as you can see, really nice, like, little flotation representation here. These are not actually floaties. These are just, like, bars that you put on the side. This whole bit is rubber. So just be aware of that if you live in a super dry apartment like I do. You just want to be careful that rubber doesn't crack over time. So just be aware of that. But that's a really cool little raft. Also included in the set is this little box of stuff. And you can just pop the top. And you can see inside we have a lifesaver, a spare life jacket. Actually, this doesn't even look quite like a life jacket. It's got little pockets on it. It looks more like a hunting jacket or something like that, but I'm sure it's meant to represent a life jacket. It just doesn't have the stripes printed on it, because yeah, these also have the pockets on them. I'm being totally stupid. It just doesn't have stripes, but it needs stripes. It needs stripes. It's good with stripes. And of course, you get some some flippers, some swim flippers. So that's pretty cool. You do get that little chest, and that does store in the back of the helicopter, and I will show that off momentarily, but I do want to show off these other bits first. And I definitely want to talk about this little rescue gurney here. Again, there's a lot of little rubber parts on here, so just be warned, be careful. You should be fine overall, but you know, it's not something you want to not pay attention to. So just wanted to throw that out there. I just wanted to make sure everyone is making informed buying decisions. So how does this thing work? Well, let's talk about that. So you've got all of these little straps all around here, and so when it's time to rescue your fisherman, he's on his little raft. They're like, yo, get in the gurney, you're dehydrated and stuff, it's terrible. So what you want to do is we can just snap these little straps here. We'll get this rubber safety blanket cocoon thing, and we just get our little guy here. We're just gonna wrap him up all nice and cozy. Just be careful you don't knock his head off. He won't be happy about that. And then just fold it over. You just gotta burrito this guy in here. Is pretty much the deal. And it does have these little pegs that are meant to hold it together. They kind of sort of work, but it is a little difficult to actually get them to fasten, just because it's like a lumpy surface you're trying to get over this guy. So as you can see, he's nice and you're sweetly burritoed up now. So we can just put him on the gurney here, and just kind of tucks right on. Just gotta get these out of the way. They can unclip. Come on, dude. Don't be difficult. There you go. Just get them on there. And now that you've got these straps, we just pull them over and just refasten them on the little posts. Just like so. And it's honestly not that difficult. I'm making it look harder because I'm kind of like looking through the camera's viewfinder to make sure that this is all in frame. So I'm not really looking at the object that I'm handling. So it kind of, you know, all that fun stuff. So now he's attached properly to the gurney, and we can just re-clip this bit here. And now we will put this guy aside for, I guess, now-ish, when I show off the actual functions of the helicopter. So let's take a quick look at how this whole helicopter thing works in hand. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the helicopter itself. As you can see, it's really nicely done. It's a very nice size. I'd say if you're familiar with the set, it's about the same size as the Call of Duty Ghosts tactical chopper. It even uses the same cockpit piece, if I remember correctly. It has been a little while since I've handled that, but this is a very, very nice sized set. So you can see it's got the tail coming off the back here, and little working tail rotor. The rotor does spin, but you can also lock it. So right now it is in a semi-locked position. It's got a very soft ratchet, but if you lift it just slightly, you can actually do a free spin, which is super cool. It's really nice to have that feature available, and then just push it back down and it's locked into place and won't go randomly spinning about, which is very handy. Very, very handy. So you can also load up your rescuers. So let's go ahead and do that by removing this top of the cockpit piece. And I'll just, I'm going to bend the rotor out of the way so you can kind of get a better view. So you do have these nice little controls in here. You also get some more controls inside, maybe a little hard to see, but you got a full control panel, 2 seats, and little dials and knobs and all that fun stuff going on in there. So that's pretty cool. We can also take our pilot here. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and sit her in the pilot seat. Now the only thing is, it is a rather tight squeeze to get your fingers in there, so if you're just you know, a big ham hands like me, you may have a little trouble getting them in at first, but you should get the hang of it without too much trouble. And we'll go ahead and get our second dude here, and he's gonna hang out, I think, in the back. We have a nice sliding door back here that we can put, and we have a sliding door on both sides actually, which is really nice. So he can chill out back here. We can even attach his little hand to the safety bar and just swing him around inside, waiting to help out. Now we can come around to the back and actually open the rear doors, just like so, and that'll give us access to a storage area where we can put our Boxo stuff, our extra rescue equipment, and then that can close right up and get us ready for the flight. I just gotta close it properly. There we go. Alright, so we're good to go. We've got our cockpit closed up. We've got our rotors back in their proper positions, and we're ready for liftoff. So once we're in the air, we can actually put the landing gear up, which is nice. So you can see it's got all these little pistons and things inside, so really cool. And we can just go ahead and raise those up, put those inside, and it's nice. It's nice and solid, nice and fluid. This doesn't have a cover on it, the front here, but these two back ones do. So you just close those up, and you've got a nice solid helicopter ready for flight. Very cool. So we've got our guy in his gurney. We've got our rescue chopper ready to go, and I'll just show you the other side so you can kind of get an idea of both sides of the chopper. You can see there is the same sliding door on this side as well. There are no seats inside the chopper, and the top here does not come off, probably because of the sliding door mechanism. You can see inside. There's not too much inside, but there is ample space for whatever you need in there. The gurney will fit inside there with this guy in and the storage thing, so that's pretty cool. I do like that. So we'll just go ahead and close that back up and come back around to this side because it's got the business features here. We've got our hook and winch, and we're just going to go ahead and spool out a little bit of line here, and then we can start to unravel this a little bit. Now the thing is that it's all this particular pipe piece that I got was a little bit loose, so I may have to put some, I don't know, put some floor polish or nail polish in there just to tighten it up a little bit. And the all of the string is inside. It's on a little system inside the helicopter body, so it is completely covered by bricks. So unfortunately it can get a little bit caught up in there sometimes, so you may have to like help it out a little bit because it does get a little caught up, but it's otherwise it works pretty well, and actually winding it works without any problem. It's really just unspooling it that it can get caught up. But anyway, we have our hook, we've got our little gurney here. We can go ahead and just clip this guy in. Actually, I'll have to put the helicopter down because I need hands, man. I need hands to do this stuff. There we go. Just clip that guy in, and now the helicopter can winch this guy up. Just can't do it fast is all. Here we go. So I would have been nice maybe to have like a gear system to allow you to more smoothly work the winch and line, but as it is, it works. It's a working system. It's just maybe not as elegant as it could be, because like I said, the line does tend to get a little bit caught up in the internal workings, so it can be a little tough to get that to get it all to work out smoothly. But as you can see, it does work just fine. The dude is rescued, and the we can open the door, and once he's up enough, we can put him inside the helicopter. We'll unhook it. Again, I may need both hands for this, but there we go. I got it. Close it up and fly away. So there you go. So yeah, overall, the set, like I said, could use a little bit of, I guess, quality of life improvements, but beyond that, it is a super fun set. It's really, really well put together. It looks gorgeous. It's a really, really nice display piece, and the play features, while they're not like the most fluid and maybe can get caught up once or twice, they really do work, and they work well for the most part. And I think it's a really great set for the asking price. So far I've been very impressed with all of these whatchamacallits, the Probuilder sets, and this rescue helicopter is no exception. So very, very pleased with the set overall, and I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's $60 and well worth the asking price. It was a nice, enjoyable build. It was not overcomplicated, but it certainly wasn't anything that I would say was boring or not fun, not enjoyable. So it was a really, really good build experience, and the end result is a really, really nice display piece that also functions as a really nice play piece should you be so inclined. So definitely recommend it. I really do enjoy these Probuilder sets, and I hope they keep putting out more. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I guess that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. It really does help me out. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I will have more Mega Construx videos as soon as I am able to get my hands on some. So if you are Mega Construx and watching this, if you want to send me some sets, I'll totally review them. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.